Welcome to the Put Me On Something podcast.
What's up, everybody? It's Euro-san today.
And it's Eric over here on this side.
You didn't even let me finish.
Oh, no, I was matching your energy, my bad.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Welcome to the Put Me On Something podcast. I am your host, Alejandro Gomez. And of course, you know the usual suspects.
Yeah, this is Euro-san. Sorry.
Yeah, what's up? It's Eric. How you guys all doing tonight?
We're doing good. It's fucking
Thursday. We had to switch it up
Thursday,
today.
and we haven't recorded like a couple weeks.
Yeah. Well, we had a couple out, but just the vibe wasn't on
It was off, you know.
Yeah, it was
Christmas,
off. Yeah.
holidays.
We got too high last time too.
Oh,
remember?
last week we got a little. Well, we previously recorded an episode last week on New Year's or.
Oh, the day after we linked?
No, the day before New Year's, right? New Year's Eve, the day of.
Yeah, the day after when you did 2 in a row.
That Friday, and then
Yeah.
and it didn't work out because we're still testing these new cameras, and then
And then you were sick too and stuff like
Dino
that.
was sick. He was yapping away, so you didn't record. We didn't drop it, but it was everywhere. So
Mr. Chatterbox, what you call it?
Excuse me for finally getting out of my bubble.
Dino's a chatterbox over here.
Nah, but I feel you. Some episodes, guys, we just kind of don't.
We don't release, and there's a bunch of episodes that are like what's it called?
Unreleased.
Unreleased and like bloopers and stuff like that.
they're
Dino
vault.
father. Not just kidding.
And it's just in the sense that we don't we don't want to give you something guys weak or mid, and then especially when a project like this are lengthy. I don't know. I feel like we want to give you guys something more better suited and shit.
And I feel like every time we do one, we're getting better as it goes.
Yeah, like if we won't fuck with it, we want you guys to fuck with it.
Yeah, we'll have some times where we're off our game and stuff, but I feel like this year we're gonna do actually better at it and come out with better content and stuff like that. And just keep going and see where it takes us.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I enjoy just doing this shit, just talking.
That's fun, just chatting it up,
random shit, I feel like at the beginning we were forcing things like what people want to hear and stuff, but I feel like the last couple of times we've just been like, fuck it.
Getting better, so like training,
Yeah, just speaking about what we want to talk about, and I'm being getting better with my voice too, because I feel like I used to like stutter.
Stutter in the beginning?
I just did her in a, yeah.
Oh,
Me too.
crack open a cold one on a Thursday.
It's my Friday, to be fair.
Thursday. Oh, it is, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
You don't work tomorrow?
Nah.
I know I wasn't gonna work either, but I have to because I can't work Saturday no more.
Boss called you in?
No, I was gonna work, take the day off tomorrow and just work half day Saturday, but then I have to do some family event shit tomorrow and Saturday.
Are you stuck? You in your position? I was getting like off track or not diving too much, and if it's personal, but like you in your position, are you like run the whole company? Do you technically do hours, or you just do more work base? Like, do you do your 40 hours? Or you do more work base?
Well, we could get into all that shit. That's what I want to do this year.
You want to talk about it? Because he's got like a whole fucking plan for this year for his business.
I don't know. We talked about it before. I think I kind of like touched a little bit on it, but I could talk about what I'm going to want to do this year for the company.
Yeah.
So if people know that have been listening to us, my dad has a company which is a landscaping / maintenance company, Guardian and all that. Mm-hmm. And he started as a young kid. He started with a different company. On the weekends, he'll get houses and work on his side, Yeah. And eventually just kind of like starting growing in houses, and then eventually left his company or the company he worked for and started his own company.
Yeah.
And that's how he started for like the last 20 plus years.
Yeah.
And he could have had it bigger, but don't get me wrong, where he's at now, he's actually gotten it to where he never thought he would have it,
Yeah.
Because being an immigrant, with no papers and coming from a different country at a young age, coming here and like starting your own company, that was the American dream back in the day.
Yeah.
And he got to a point where he had to actually go to classes, and his English isn't as good as he wants it to be, And that I think he gets intimidated by that,
Yeah, I feel like a lot of parents doing shit,
Yeah,
whether they admit it or not.
Yeah, and like everybody gets comfortable where they're at, and he got uncomfortable where he was at. And don't get me wrong, he makes good money as it is now.
Yeah.
But me stepping in, I feel like it's I guess you want to say responsibility or purpose to make the company bigger, Because I have those those contacts, I have those resources where I'm able to open up the doors for a bigger company. So this year, what I want to focus more about is getting my ROC for it, because we have the LLC for it, but we don't have an ROC, which means I can't get big contracts. which means I can't make big bank, you know. So we're residential right now.
Oh, so you can't do like, say, if like Walmart tells you to cut the to do something around the area, like actual property, like business.
Yeah, like so, like let's say like Walmart's that's a good example. But I'm like say we do like a apartment complex.
Yeah, there you go.
I can't do it with the ROC because we need to be licensed and insured. So if something happens, it's a liability on the.
Oh yeah, because you're talking about different legality and shit. True.
Exactly. As residential, all you have to do is really just word of mouth, get a house from this guy, and there's no contract involved. So they could let me go, I could let them go anytime we want. There's no problem with it. As in a contract, it's all legit. You know, you have this for a certain amount of time, you get paid a certain amount, you know, insurance and all that. So it's like a steady income. And I've just gotten to the age where I used to work outside every day, and I just realized last year in 2023. In the heat out here, it's so brutal. Where I was like, you know what? I don't know why am I out here? Like I could literally make it bigger with I could have like hire people, and have me, do more of the background. You know, make the money, make the contracts. You know, get everything all situated so that people could work for me.
Yeah, give more usage of your time and everything.
Yeah, so that's what I want to do this year is like stay focused and get my ROC and get some businesses, get that bigger, and then eventually expand to like residential, like not residential, sorry, real estate and all that, buy houses, rent them out, you know, stuff like that. So that's like our goal this year is to kind of just get it all situated so like in the next 2-3 years, it could start profiting alone.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, without us being out there in the heat like we are right now.
Yeah, no, and then fucking, dude, it's only getting fucking hotter every year.
Yeah, it is, man.
Every summer it gets hotter. Every winter, like this winter took what? So it waited till Christmas to kick in and shit.
Yeah.
I felt like it just kicked in this week.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, it did, huh?
And then like it had a couple of days where it was like I was running errands at like 3 in the afternoon and shit. It was like 70 degrees. Like, bro, I wanted to wear a flannel.
Like springtime.
Yeah, what the fuck? And then at least Christmas was Christmassy with the coldness and shit. Like came through like that, but it was just not here, bro.
Well, that's the thing about Arizona is that winter always comes like late, like January, December.
I don't know. I feel like it comes
Every
like
year-
every year. Though,
Every
like,
year's getting worse and worse.
yeah,
so.
like every
You know,
year it takes forever to kick.
It's
in.
funny because, you know, like Halloween passed, like it felt like it passed a lot, like that's a long ago, but like I always think like, oh, when it's Halloween, it's a little chilly, so people wear like coats and stuff like that, or their costumes, whatever.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, here it's still fucking hot, so like,
Well, I remember that when I was in high school, well, shit, like 10 plus years ago.
damn.
I still remember, like, because, you know, remember when, because after COVID, a lot of things changed. The fair used to come, like, in October.
Yeah.
So I remember being in high school and going to the fair, like, in October, mid-October. It was already, like, chilly, so we were wearing hoodies and stuff like that.
Something slight.
Yeah, but, you know, nowadays, like, the past couple of years, like, you don't... It's like you're wearing still, like, shorts and tank tops and whatever.
Oh,
and it's still hot in October. November, it's hot.
Oh yeah, we were fucking wearing shorts and shit in October.
And then November, I thought this year in December was gonna be cold.
Yeah.
Like it was like years ago, but this year was like fucking hot. Like
yeah,
it was.
Yeah.
I know. I remember November being like warm as fuck because it's my birthday and shit. You know, so I want to get fly. I want to wear some jackets. And fuck no, I fucking was all sweating in that shit. You know, pulling through just to look nice.
I know. Like this week, I was just trying to wear anything I can to feel like cold. You know,
yeah.
put a beanie on. It was like 80 degrees outside.
Nah, do you guys actually believe like the whole climate change shit? Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Don't they say what's that thing that said like by 2055 or some shit, or like in 50 years it won't be inhabitable here?
Yeah, that's what
Something like that,
that's what
yeah.
they say. I mean, I believe in some type of climate change, but it's like look at it this way. If you put like there's a capacity of 100 people in one room, you put like 5 people in there, the room's still cold, right?
Yeah.
But then you put 100 people in one room, it's hot. And I feel like since we're so overpopulated,
True.
that will kind of makes it more hot, and also, well, all the machinery, like all the gas stuff that we're using, and stuff
All
like
the
that.
power plants.
Yeah, all that stuff. Even though we go electric, I still feel like we're still gonna get hot. And also, that's what's making climate change. Like everything's just changing because we're just getting too hot. Where it's like, it's not recycling itself. Like I feel like when we had like these like world disasters, like earthquakes, volcanoes, I feel like that's a way of Earth saying like we gotta recycle ourselves, like refresh, and let all the bad stuff out.
Yeah, but we
And
never
then,
do.
yeah, it's like when we get sick. You
It's
know?
kind of, well, yeah, too. Because I was gonna say, like, when we get sick, your body tries to fight it off. You know,
like,
that's what
get rid of
they're
the
pretty much people saying, like, that's something the planet is fighting, and like
The sickness.
sickness off.
Yeah.
And it's like, shit like
You
that.
know when you get sick, you're in bed, yeah, you're cold, but after a while you're just sweating your ass off,
Yeah.
and the next morning you wake up all fresh and stuff because your body just sweated
You
all
just
the
need to get rid of
sickness.
those toxins,
Sweating
some
on.
better vitamins, some nutrients, some good supplements.
So
Damn, the Earth's never done that. It just keeps going and going.
We need to give the world the Pedialyte.
In the spray.
Can't chug this.
Give him some Vaporub and stuff like that.
No, but yeah, but like speaking of that too, because of like, have you guys seen like all the on the news supposedly like all these like earthquakes and like, tsunami?
Was it in Tokyo?
Tokyo and shit.
One like recently, like a couple of days ago. Huh?
This week.
There was one a couple of days ago, wasn't there?
Yeah, you can
like,
scoot up.
Oh,
The hell? No, like actual chair, you have room.
okay.
It was,
Wait,
it was this week, right? I saw videos of like.
It was like the first day of the year, or second day of the year.
Yeah, I saw this lady posted a TikTok, and like the pavers were like
Like it was breathing, huh?
yeah, it was like going up and down,
yeah.
making
And
like
they were
like
breaking apart. I was like,
Yeah,
that's
I was
crazy,
like,
huh?
holy shit, dude.
It was like about a burst and shit.
And I saw people like in stores where like the whole roof was just shaking, like things were falling off the
yeah.
cabins and stuff. I'm like, holy shit.
Fuck, I forgot what it was. It was somewhere else. Somewhere in the United States. That they usually don't get like earthquakes, but they felt one. I think it might have been Texas.
I
But
thought Texas does get.
I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
think
some
not
parts
that.
of Texas does get some shit.
Does it?
I think
because
so.
Well, they
big.
get tornadoes and that shit, but like,
I mean,
nah.
it's not like here though. That's the only good thing about here is that we don't get
No,
shit.
man, don't-
No, we get him.
Like, but we like never
They're
really
mild,
been
though. We don't feel
we
them.
never been affected like by tornadoes and.
You're in your bed. Dave, stop moving the bed.
I remember this one time. It was the first time I ever actually felt an earthquake because I always heard people talk about it and
Yeah.
seen videos about it, you know. But I never experienced one until this one time we were in California, and it was probably like 2013, 14 because I still remember I was still in high school and I went to go visit my uncle out there because he lives in at that time he used to live in downtown. Well, he does now actually, but in a different area. And I remember one weekend I went over and spent the night there. And I just remember like waking up to like I felt like someone was shaking me. Like you know how like you feel like your mom or your dad's shaking you to wake up.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. And I just remember falling over. I'm like, what? And I woke up on the floor. And I'm like, and I woke up. And my uncle's like, it's an earthquake. It's an earthquake. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, really? He's like, yeah. It's like just hold on to something. And I remember just,
on the wood.
I know. I just remember like kind of like doing like a plank, kind of like down my knees. And I just felt like the floor like vibrate really
No
bad.
way.
Yeah.
That's
Like
crazy.
intensely.
It was intensely like I felt like my hands were like up and down, but it
was
was
it?
just shaking.
Shit.
When our mom went to El Salvador last year, she went last year, right?
Yeah, it was last year.
Last year. She was there for a whole week, and then that same day she came back, they had a whole earthquake there. Or was it earthquake or was it?
It was like some shit.
I think it was an earthquake. I forgot.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
talk
an
about
earthquake.
welcome home. I
I heard they get a lot of earthquakes out there.
Yeah, dude. Like,
There's volcanoes that are still active as fuck too.
yeah.
Like in Central America and shit.
Oh, you know,
Guatemala,
I didn't know that. Oh, go ahead, my bad.
No, yeah, it's that. It's just that. It's just talk about welcome home and shit.
Yeah, but you know how like we went to New Mexico like a few months ago. I didn't know there's a whole bunch of volcanoes. There's a whole like a lot volcanoes there.
I didn't know that either.
Because I saw a video of some dude saying that actually there's like a whole like volcano like area over there or something like that. I
Is
could be
that-
wrong, but like
Is that what you were thinking about earlier? Because I know there's a volcano just erupted somewhere else too.
yeah, somewhere else too that the volcano erupted. I don't know where it was. Somewhere
It was
else.
like really active or something like that. Yeah, but I didn't know New Mexico had a lot of volcanoes.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
I thought it was like Arizona and shit where we don't get any.
Use a mic, pull it to you.
My
man.
bad. I'm just chilling. I thought it was like Arizona where they don't get anything.
Nah.
Well, because I didn't know New Mexico had snow till you guys went.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know.
You didn't know it existed?
No. I didn't know New Mexico had like snow and shit till you guys went there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was like here. Like
to be
barely
honest,
getting any.
I feel like it's a lot of Arizona scenery. It just doesn't have the cactus, but it has the same heat, like the same fall and like same like winter.
Same tweakers.
Yeah, but
Tweakers.
it's worse out there. I think it is.
Well, maybe it's just worse because you're like visiting and shit.
Yeah, but Albuquerque is bad. I've stayed in Albuquerque and I've heard some couple gunshots in there and that. And I've gone up to like the north side where my girlfriend's family's from.
Yeah.
It's about 2 hours from Albuquerque.
Yeah.
And it's just quiet, peaceful, just a bunch of snow, bunch of mountains with pine trees.
True. Yeah.
And it's kind of like like an outskirt. Like there's really like nothing out there.
Like equivalent to like a Flagstaff.
No, more dead.
okay.
Like the closest store from there is about like a 45-minute drive.
God damn.
Yeah, they have a little corner store.
Yeah.
But it's owned by like a family. Yeah, local stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like overpriced.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But it's like because
already
that's
know
all there
what
is
that is.
close to it. Like like I remember her cousin went and bought two 12-packs of Coke and 2 10-packs of ice was about $30
God damn, bro. Shit, soon it's gonna be like that everywhere.
Yeah.
But well, speaking of the whole like the climate change and earthquakes, You guys saw about the.
My bad.
Hey, so,
Contain
about
money.
to fight again.
Sorry, I kicked the
Containing
camera
the
stand.
style.
Well, all that shit with the bunkers, that people, all the rich people buying the bunkers and shit.
Oh yeah.
It's just crazy. Like, do you think that shit's like some shit's going down or what?
Oh,
Oh,
definitely.
this is scary.
Because I've been hearing a lot. Like, remember how we talked? Like, I hate going back to old episodes, but like about like the whole EMP and like some shit like that.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
I've been
That's a
seeing
fact.
I've been seeing a whole bunch of like videos more like that people saying like it could happen or some shit like that might go down.
It's gonna happen.
And then what's his name? Have you seen like the whole video right now with Cat Williams?
Oh yeah, he's been going viral. I haven't seen the whole thing, but
With
there's
that-
hella good
With
clips
that
in
dude,
there.
what's his name?
Shannon,
Shay something, right?
Yeah.
He used to be like the
Shane.
football.
Yeah, I know
commentator.
you're talking about. Yeah, he does a lot of ESPN commentating.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
And then he was like spitting like a lot of like tea about like all a bunch of shit, and then he was talking about how like
Well, the host man, his name, forgot his name, like the one you're saying. Man, he looks so like stunned by everything. He's like, oh, like he's like,
if you already know those shit.
yeah, like you don't talk about
Don't
this.
talk about it.
man.
Don't say shit.
Yeah.
No, but he was saying like remember how we said like all like the internet and everything might go down, like goes down. Mm-hmm. I didn't like think about it or knew about it, but like you said, like we had like weapons or missiles that here in the States that they're just controlled by like Wi-Fi or something like that, just like regular Wi-Fi, and like if something happens like a solar flare, the internet goes down, that it could like accidentally like
Activate them?
set them off or
Also,
something
there's
like
Well,
like
that's-
destructive weapons and shit
Yeah,
that
that's
can
the
be,
nuclear war.
that.
can
Yeah,
be fucking set off by the littlest like
the
littlest
littlest shit.
misconception and
Yeah.
shit.
What they could do is set them all off before the EMP all of us.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no way to stop it or shut it off. So by the time we get knowledge of it, it's already too late.
Wait, isn't
Things
it?
already set off.
What was it? EMP, the electric wave? or whatever?
Electric.
So an EMP is it could be any type of like machinery.
Electromagnetic pulse, something like that.
Yeah, so-
pulse. Yeah.
So like say I've seen them in grenades, like little grenade balls where the people throw them, and basically it shocks something where like the whole electricity in that area for a certain square feet, depends on what it is, goes 100% off.
Whoa.
So like say right now we're in the room, I throw one, this whole will
All the
power,
technology.
everything.
like everything, it just downs every
Yeah,
technology.
Wi-Fi is dead.
Like if you're in a car, it'll shut off the battery,
Everything, 100%.
your phone, anything
So
electrical.
you could just like say you have something big enough to deactivate like a whole office building. You can deactivate
Oh, yeah,
all the cell
no,
phones, all the computers,
and that's it.
everything.
That exists
Walkies
already.
and everything.
yeah,
and that's the scary
this
thing
shit's
too.
real, dude.
Yeah, you think they sell those or something?
This shit.
The
I
government
wouldn't
does.
mind having one.
You know, it'd be like one of those evil villains. You have 1 hour to give me
He's all
$1
like,
million.
yeah.
1 million quill.
But you see, that's scary though, because the way we're moving into our electricity, that could just get like that and snap of a finger. Like look at Tesla. Tesla,
Yeah,
they,
true.
like the movie Left Behind,
Yeah.
where all the new factory Teslas were just ramming into each other.
Oh yeah,
they
they
were
were all
set
the
off.
signature little white cars and shit.
I heard something. I don't know if it's true or not, but saying that I think I don't know which car brand. It wasn't Tesla, but another car brand. Like they're doing their whole electric cars too. That like they have a setting like where if you're not doing your payments, they can turn on that setting and it'll drive the car back to. Like,
Is that like a meme or is that a real
I
thing?
don't know if it's real, but like
Wait,
it's like
imagine though.
imagine this shit.
I mean, it could be real.
Your cousin sleeping in the backseat.
Hey, you haven't paid.
Where are we going?
You left your drugs in the car.
Oh shit! Imagine that.
You left your shit in the
You
car.
left your uniform. You left your shoes in there. You
What
left just
is-
regular shit you leave in your car.
But I mean, it's all property of theirs now. Like I was telling him, like recently we got the MetaQuest stuff for
Oh, the VR headset.
the VR
That's
headset and all
just
that
sick.
for the holidays.
Yeah.
He got it and I got it.
Yeah.
And the funny thing
Shout out
is,
my girl for getting it.
Dope.
shout out to myself for getting it.
Shout out to the real one in the mirror.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, yeah, the headset.
So I was telling him, and I was also talking to like a friend of mine, and I was like, you know what's funny? Like a couple years ago, like 10 years ago, all this was like just like an idea, you know.
Yeah.
And I never really got into it. I was like, all right, whatever, you know. It's whack. I think in my head it's like whack, like the virtual reality stuff like that. And I saw him get it, and then I like tested it. I'm like, oh, you know, it's cool. Let me go get one, and I got one. And it's so crazy how like what people thought about a couple years ago, now it's actually becoming a reality. Where like now
Real.
people are actually like living in it, or, like working in it, stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
And that's what I'm just saying, like
True.
the way that everything's evolving so quick, like where it's all just be nothing but like technology, to where eventually it's gonna just be like we're all gonna just be AI style and stuff like that.
Yeah, just like no, because I've thought about that before. Like how vulnerable would like you or I or just man be if like we just everything shut down? Like,
We'll be
imagine,
lost.
imagine like no Wi-Fi,
lost.
no internet, no
We
UPS,
talked about that too.
no email, no nothing, no
Just
phone
the
call.
other night, at our house, everything just went off.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
did you guys get that same too? Like literally, electricity was just lost for a couple. Like, we lost it for like an hour or two.
Yeah.
But I didn't notice because we live in an RV.
Yeah.
So we have the solar panels, we have a generator and all that, and I had the solar panel like clicked in without me knowing.
Yeah.
So we still had light and we still had propane going. You know.
Oh damn.
So my mom like texted me. She's like, "Hey, so like, are you guys home?" I'm like, "Yeah." Why? She's like, "Did you guys lose power at your spot too?" I'm like, "No, why?" So we lost power at the house and we live just in the backyard. I'm like, "No, we didn't lose no power."
Yeah.
And I realized like, damn, like imagine if we weren't living in this RV, like how like lost will be with just losing everything. Like, cause my mom had no electricity at all. Like she had no water heater, no light, no nothing. And I'm over here just chilling with the heater on, with the fucking lights on, 'cause
Yeah, shit.
I'm
Fuck,
living off the solar panels, baby.
I remember, no, dead ass, bro. Like the solar panels is like something ideal to move to. I remember I was telling Daniel something like this too, because we're at Planet Fitness. I don't know if it was just like that plus clarity workout and shit.
Well, you can actually think clearly.
Yeah, or like
workout?
just the little details your just mind is pumping and shit. I don't know if I was thinking too much about it,
that
but going
blood.
off, going off what you said, I noticed that the sinks were water censored. Like you wipe your hand and shit. And then I was telling Daniel, I was like, wait, if the because I don't know, I got curious. I looked under the sink and it's obviously connected to some electricity in a power box and shit, like a mini one.
Oh yeah, that's all turned off after that shit
Yeah,
happens.
that's what I'm saying. I was thinking, I was telling Daniel, I was like, wait, so technically, if the power went out, I couldn't be able to access this water. And he was like, oh, take the while he's all drying his hand on the fucking.
Yeah,
the
because
power
that's all
grid and shit?
like my parents they have a electric stove,
Yeah.
so that went off.
Oh,
I have a
shit, an
propane
electric
yeah,
stove, I forgot
I run
about
everything on propane.
Yeah, we have an electric stove too. Shit, what the fuck?
Yeah, so
microwaves,
yeah,
air
you guys
fryers.
are shit. And you see, for us, we have propane and we have the solar panel. So anything I could just switch it, and plus I have the generator too. So if that doesn't work, I could just run the generator and just runs everything 100% the RV. And I'm like, we're semi-prepared for the apocalypse, baby. Let's
real.
go.
I need to learn how to cook on fire.
Cook on fire.
It's the same thing as
I can
cooking
start
on
a fire, but I need to like learn how
You
to
can
cook
start
on
a fire.
Yeah, I can start a fire.
Can you change your tire?
Yeah, I can change the tire. Yeah.
Alright.
I can do the tire more easily than the fire.
You
Bro.
qualify to survive.
the tire, no problem. It's just deploy a bitch.
I seen the Reddit videos like on TikTok ones that pop up.
yeah.
You know the Reddit ones. There's a one that said like a real scenario for like the end of the world. Like actually think about real shit that actually would go on.
A real prompt.
Yeah, because you see on TV like end of the world zombies and stuff like that. You never think about they never show stuff like you would think like, oh shit, what about like brushing your teeth and like hygiene and
Oh shit.
or stuff like that. Like 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 zombies supposedly like if you make noises you they hear and they chase you or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that. Like, oh, what if instead of like walking around, I rode a bike, or like instead of like when they get bit, like the chain link armor, like the ones that they wore back in the medieval times.
Yeah, so they want to get stabbed.
Like, why don't they wear that instead under their clothes? And like, if you get bit, like it's not gonna bite through, because it's like chain link,
Yeah.
stuff like that. So it's like a whole bunch of those like scenarios like that.
Possible problem. What do you think about that's like 20 pounds.
No, I don't think so. Well, I don't know, but
I mean, you could get a bulletproof vest, some shit, and the chain link armors. Those shits are so really heavy as fuck.
I wear my chainsaw chaps because you know how somebody do landscaping. There's these chaps that you buy. They're leather.
oh yeah,
So-
Ashley's chaps.
Basically, that's really hard.
like you can wear pants with those, right?
Oh really?
Oh, I thought it was
It keeps me more cool though. It's like they're for chainsaws. So like,
Yeah.
say you get caught out, like a chainsaw just bounces because the chainsaws are powerful. So if you hit
Fuck
something,
yeah.
it bounces,
Yeah.
and they're meant to like if it bounces on your shoulder or like on your body anyway, it cuts up the chaps and it stops your chainsaw. So like going off that, you could probably wear stuff like that.
So
like
it deflects and stops. That's
yeah,
a good
yeah,
idea.
and then also it is true because I've had some where I've kind of like a splinters or like chainsaws and like they call them saws,
Yeah.
and I cut through them and then they were fucking like this thick, like about an inch or so. So like saying off that zombies, they could buy into that. Probably
True,
wouldn't
and they're
do
like
anything.
designed to stop.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
a
didn't
good
think
idea. Never
about
thought
that
about
too,
that.
yeah, I
Never
didn't
thought
think
about
about
that.
that.
The whole Reddit thing was shit you don't think about when end of the world, like because in shows and movies they show stuff like, oh, you just need to survive, grab some guns and
going off
food.
of that, what if they give you like the way that zombies are supposed to be, but what about they're more crazier than what we expect?
Wait, which zombies are we talking about? We're talking about Walking Dead zombies or like I Am
World War
Legend?
Z?
World War Z or I Am Legend zombies?
All of them.
No.
Combined.
Okay, here's a question for you guys.
There's levels of them.
It's like a position. If it should happen and they had like the like the World War Z ones, where they're crazy, they run like fast and climb whatever. Do you think you're surviving this or not? Or do you think you can survive an actual apocalypse, like a zombie apocalypse? Like you think like, oh, I'm gonna run to like up the mountains and take a bunch of food and ammo and hide over there.
I think I could survive it to an extent. The only way I think we'll be able to survive is if we come together with a bunch of people and
True.
and populate. You know, like say you won't survive if it's 2 or 3 people together, but if it's 10, 20 people together in one area, and we're all work together as a team to survive it, I think we'll be able to have a better stand against them than compared to like a family of just 2 or 3. Because there's less people to help you.
Power in numbers.
Power numbers. I think that's what it is. But I think it just depends on the people you're with and how experienced they are and how much equipment we have to survive.
Yeah, and how like your drive to kick in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can not be like really that informed, but like you gotta like that
Like,
survival
instinct,
that truchaness gotta kick in and shit. Some
the
people,
trucha.
some people like unfortunately like shit. We'll never know. We could be the most prepared and shit, but some people could just fucking like fold, shut down and shit.
Say it.
What? No, that's what I'm saying.
Well, the trucha.
Ponte trucha, son.
No, but like, I think I would I think like, you know, it's like everything survival instincts, like, you know, like buying, like getting ammo, guns, and food, and like running away somewhere like where there's no people. But for me, I think like I would have to, in order for me to survive, I'd have to do it on myself. Like nobody, like I couldn't have no family members or nobody like.
You could do that too, but doing that, you're gonna have to be isolated somewhere far deep
And you gotta
somewhere.
You gotta do a lot more work.
No, but I'm not talking about like building like a whole like life and
What is this,
just
Castaway?
like, no, just like surviving on myself. Because think about it, because when you go somewhere, when you have like more people with you, there's more what's it called
It's a dead weight.
dead weight. There you go.
My family.
No, you have more what's called more responsibility and like taking care of them, and watching over
going
them.
off with my bad. You go.
And then it slows you down because like, what happens if you get chased by like random normal people trying to get your shit or like zombies? What?
Yeah, but going off of what you're saying, the more people, it's more easier for escape. So say there's an elder in your community, and he falls.
What the hell, guys?
You don't have to be fast. You just gotta run faster than the person next to you.
Yeah.
What the hell? Okay, so you're saying strength in numbers in one sense. You're saying I'm better off on my own and less dead weight. In one sense, I agree because kind of going back with what Eric's saying and shit, like a solid team, and like how we said like skilled, not skilled, trucha, fucking fight or flight and shit are huge factors, variants and shit to this. You know, some people want to survive more than others and shit. Some people just refuse to like fight. Anyways, imagine you like anyone and shit. Like ideally, if you're the man of the house, you got to maintain these 3 people, the wife and the 2 kids and shit. I'm sure the wife could trucha to some extent, but there's other factors to it. What if you're not fully there and shit? Like no one was expecting to go through this, and then say you take someone else like that's more resourceful or more skill set that just happen to know those skills throughout the, like, you know, more something prepared like this, whether they saw it or not, it's like they go forward a little bit more. Or like how Eric said, like strength in numbers. It's better to have a strength community and shit, whether from all skill sets, from beginner to the expert and shit as a whole. You know what I'm saying? You have these 2 neighboring parties, like how you said, a random household and a community that's striving together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It could work. I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but I'd rather be with a couple of good experienced people. Like we talked about on last podcast, but it didn't go out.
I'll ask you the question I asked you in the last podcast too. So we'll go ahead right now.
No, you go. I want to hear what you say.
On the last podcast that we recorded previously that we didn't drop, but we had a question that we asked because I think we talked about the same thing. But if that was a scenario like end of the world or whatever, and it's just you, your family, and your house, whatever, you're surviving. What if somebody came knocking at your door asking for help, and then you asked for help, you know, pretty much. Are you gonna help them? Are you gonna help them out, or not knowing where they come from or who's following them, or if they're in some sort of trouble that could get you in trouble, or are you gonna let them be and like whatever happens to them, it's on them?
Kind of let them die.
Yeah. What are you guys doing?
I don't know, man, because like I mean, that we talked about last time. In my opinion, I told you like the little story. I'll tell you again. A couple years ago, I bought players, flipped it, whatever. I was in the middle of nowhere, had no one to call. My phone was dead, so I ran to the nearest houses. Out of the 4 houses I ran to, only one answered me, and if it wasn't for him, I don't know. I could have just been on the, probably got a concussion, died or whatever from it. But it wasn't for him. He helped me, go to the hospital, help me find my players and all that. So, in a way, I understand what he did because I was in that situation where I needed someone to help and he helped me out.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'm be able to do that at that point. Like say, like survival mode.
Yeah, apocalypse type shit.
Yeah, like nah, let's help you out. Because you never know their intentions because they could be setting you up for like an ambush or like steal from
Yeah,
you.
because that's happened before, especially with women and children and shit. They use women and children to like set people up.
Yeah.
Because I've helped girls before and shit, like where their car was stranded and shit. And it was a real predicament where her car was stranded. It was one of those perfect scenarios where her she ran out of gas, her phone was dead, and she asked me for help. I was so hesitant, bro, because I was hesitant and shit.
Yeah,
I had my
it's
thing
the
on me
world,
and shit,
man.
but like still, like I helped her and everything was cool and it was a legit story. But like the whole time I was wondering, like when I was driving her to the next stop to get gas or whatever, I was wondering. I was like being paranoid, looking in the rearview mirror, thinking someone's gonna follow us and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But there's also this one time too. I think you might have been there. It was with your ex, But we went.
I have no ex. There's one lady in my
Exactly.
Amen,
Preach, brother.
A true king.
The past is
Anyways.
the past is not but a mistake.
But learning steps.
Yeah, there
But
you
anyways, we had gotten to eat Denny's and then we were done. We were like saying goodbye to each other and whatever. And then it was me and Tino Euro walking to my car, and this random lady walks up to us, and she's like, "Hey, can you guys give me a ride to this place, whatever?" Something like not that far.
Yeah.
And we looked at each other and we were like, we both said we didn't want to say, we wanted to say no,
Yeah, we both.
But you guys want to be rooting for
but we
her.
don't be rude to her and say like, nah. So we were like, yeah, sure. Like it wasn't that far too.
Did you let her sit in the front?
That's the thing we did. We got in the car and he got in the passenger seat and she got right behind me.
Yeah, no, but the whole time she's in the behind him on the passenger seat, like in the back seat. I like keeping my peripheral, like make sure she don't fucking stab this dude in the throat or some
That's
shit.
what I was thinking. She's gonna pull a knife and stab my neck, and the next thing you know, I'm fucking losing
Rule number
control.
one, you shouldn't have done that because she would get you real quick, just
Yeah.
slice you up or something. Shoot
That's what I'm
you.
saying.
You always got to make sure that happens. Like that happened to us too. One time we were in New Mexico when I first went out there with my girlfriend. There's one guy. Oh no, sorry, it wasn't New Mexico. It was in Flagstaff actually for a quinceañera. And we were going to the gas station to go get some drinks, whatever, for the party. And we saw this man, right? Yeah. And he was struggling. His motorcycle broke down. He got a flat tire, whatever. And we just looked at him, whatever. He kind of like waved us down. And I didn't do anything about it, So I went back to the gas station, and then after leaving the gas station, I saw him there. And then I pulled over the hill. I was like, "Do you need help?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Thank you." He's like, I don't know if you saw, but I was trying to wave you down. I'm like, "Yeah, sorry, I didn't see, just playing along." And she's like, "Don't help him out." I'm like, "Boy," like he probably needs help. Like he's old. Like he's struggling with that thing going up the hill because he had like a little motorcycle.
Wait, who said don't help him out?
My girlfriend. Which is understandable, because we were like in the ghetto and shit like that. And it's a woman as a woman too.
No, yeah,
and a man.
women, like, yeah. All jokes aside, women have to be more
Cautious.
cautious.
Yeah,
and shit, like
which makes
naturally.
sense, 'cause
It's a fucked up scenario, but it's reality.
Which is true because as a man,
we don't think about that stuff.
no, as a man, like
We don't have to worry.
I help out. Like it doesn't matter who it is. I'll help out if I see someone in trouble.
Infinity, I got these hands.
Yeah, and then like no, like I'm saying, like not trying to get off topic, but like I'm telling you, we can walk in a parking lot at night. You don't even think about it.
Yeah,
Ain't no one gonna
and that's
attack me.
okay. So let me finish my story and I'll go off what you said.
go.
So I told him like, yeah, I'll give you a ride, but you need to sit in the back of my truck. Like don't
on the truck bed?
Yeah, so in the truck bed to make my girl feel comfortable, and also me because I know she didn't feel comfortable with that. I'm like, yeah, sit in the back of the bed, and you're good. He's like, okay, thank you, and I helped him put the bike on the truck, took him to where he needed to go. It wasn't even that far, but not even half a mile away. And I remember when I helped him get in, I was like, thank you so much. You don't know how long I've been asking for help. Like, I was literally pushing my bike for the last 4 or 5 hours.
And that shit probably fuck, dude.
He's
You
all
said
like,
an older man and shit too?
Yeah, it was an older man. He was probably like in his, I want to say 60s, at least
Yeah,
70s.
he was probably strolling and shit, and he had a
Yeah, you could tell he was like struggling that song. He's like, "Thank you so much." He's like, "If I had money, I would give you something." He's like, "Here, I have like a little, what was it? Some item he had in his backpack." But no, brother, it's all good, no problem. Like I'm not here trying
item
to.
obtained and shit.
Yeah, I was like, I have nothing to do,
Giselle me.
Yeah, tell me. I'll send you the bill through the mail.
The invoice. Well, that too. Like we were saying, like the whole helping out people, like in some like, fucked up situation. That's just like it's just like pretty much like the thing like as a human you do, right? Like you feel bad.
Yeah.
Like you feel bad. You want to help out, but at the same time you're like, what's the risk of this? Doing this.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you know? My bad. I don't know if it's gonna cut you off.
No.
Do you know, psychologically speaking, you're more likely to help someone out the more they look like you? I know I said this before, but I remember I learned this in college and shit. That the more someone resembles you or you can relate to them by appearance and shit, you're more likely to help them.
No, that's true. Cause I remember I went to the casino.
Yeah.
What's the White Horse River?
Wild Pass?
Wild Pass. Wild Pass. The one way out there.
Yeah.
I think we all went, right? And you guys went to the restroom, and I went to go get in line for the food area. And I was just waiting there, and some dude looked just like me. Not like me, but he had the same thing, like hat, the shirt, the little chain, whatever. The shoes. It was my twin.
Yeah.
He was like, hey, bro. I was like, I literally turned around, like, oh, who's talking to me? And then look over, like, hey, bro, you want this burger? My girl ordered it, but she's not going to eat it. She went to go off to play. And so I don't want her to go to waste. And I was a little skeptical, like, I never take food from strangers because it has something in it.
Yeah, but it was a brand new burger.
It was
right?
a brand new burger. I was like, all right, I'll take it. And then I took it from him. And I fucking sat there and ate it. I was like, oh shit, I was like eating it. Because there was other people in line. Like in front of me, there's like this lady.
It took forever to get that food.
And then they were like, I don't know if he just asked me, like, I don't know, like, hey, bro, you want to get this? Because you look the same because we're in hats.
He probably seen you're chill as fuck too, though.
Yeah, exactly. He probably just seen you as
Yeah,
fuck.
because I've had that happen too, which is funny because we were at the stoplight one time, and I was at work with me and my worker. Were waiting at the stoplight, and these two girls came, like drove right next to us, and you could see them. They were coming out Wendy's, and she's like, "Hey," and I'm like,
When do you not see your face?
"Yeah,
My
basically."
bad.
It took me like a half a second.
Go ahead, man.
What?
Go ahead. So my bad.
Put me on some foolery.
I'm actually awake this time.
No, it's funny because I've had like micro thoughts like that throughout this whole time, but I'm like, nah, don't say that.
Nah, go ahead.
That's still my story.
bad,
What was
my
I
bad.
saying?
The girls that got out of Wendy's.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, and my worker's a dumbass. She always talks to random people. She's like, "Yeah, what's up, girls? No, what's up?" He's like, "You guys want some food?" We're like, "Food?" He's like, "Yeah, we just got this bag. They gave us the wrong order, so they remade our food. But this is like the order that we didn't order, but you could have it. It's the mistake one." And I like opened it up, and it was like fresh. Like it was still hot with it was like 2 burgers, some chicken nuggets, and like fries. And they just took off. Like, "You guys have it?" I'm like, "All right, cool." And I'm like, looked at them like, "Should we eat it? Like." Like, is it healthy or
Yeah,
like?
no, you
fuck?
can't help but be skeptical.
It is.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
and we ended up eating it though, and it was actually good. But like in my back of my mind, I'm like, what? Like fucking spit on it, like there's something.
That's
but,
crazy.
Or maybe they're just being nice. They're just
That's a
being
whole
nice.
like human thing. Like you don't trust anybody that you don't know. Right?
Yeah, so it's the
fuck
fucked
the
up
human.
world now and shit.
Yeah.
Like, it really is because staying on topic, not staying on topic. I remember I saw these videos, like those nostalgia videos when they like uncover like VHS tapes from like the 90s and 60s.
Yeah.
Some dude recording the equivalent to random blogs. Back then, it was probably the most lamest shit you could do, but like. It was a historic timepiece. These guys like in the 60s walking around through McDonald's. It's just cool seeing the whole setup. It's his whole regular day vlog and shit. It was on YouTube. And then when he came into like the little play area, he was walking through there and he like saludó those little kids and he said hi and the kids said hi back and no big deal. And he orders food, left, say hi to a couple people. He didn't even know these people. They just left. And everyone in the comments like, what the fuck? What a creep. Why are you talking to kids? And then when I started reading those comments and shit, you got to realize that back then it wasn't strange to like greet the room of strangers and shit or saludar niños and shit because you're just a fucking peaceful person.
And yeah, that is funny. Like going off of what he just said, we were in New Mexico for the holidays, and it's a small town, but it's the size of Mesa like 15 years ago. Because you know how Mesa now it's like so expanded and so fucking
Or like major city almost.
yeah. So it was about let's say 20 years back. That's how big where they're from is. Well, it's small, but like the whole like community, whatever. And the funny thing is, like when we went over there, her brother talks to everybody. They all talk to everybody. Like they go to the grocery. Oh, what's up? Oh,
like,
hey.
like in the movies when they like walk into like a diner.
Yeah,
Like,
hey, how you
Do they
doing?
know him?
Yeah, they know each
Somewhat?
other. Yeah, someone know each other from high school or wherever. Like just like you need help with all this, and then I thought it was just him. And we were in Walmart, and he's all like, "Just be careful, because everybody here knows everybody." Or someone. And I'm like, "Nah, what the fuck?" And this guy talks like 10 people, like literally walking in. "Hey, what's up? Hey, oh, I didn't know you're an Irish sign. Hey, oh, what's up, man?" Like, "Oh, you're arrested."
What the hell, for real?
And then like, he's a cop out there, and he's like, "Yeah, I just
that's
arrested that guy last week." And then he's saying hi to. He's like, "Yeah, man, just respect." And then so I was like, "Oh, maybe it's just him." And then I took off and went to go look at the video games area, like the electronic areas. And I saw other people too, like, "Oh, how you doing? Oh, Merry Christmas. Oh, how's your family? How's your kid?" I'm like, holy shit! Like,
It was way more like bumping and conversation.
yeah,
compared to now
and
here.
it's weird though, because I felt more like safe there. And then we coming back here, like you walk through Walmart, like they're like move, like you bump into someone, like what the fuck? Like it's just like it's
People
like
don't engage with each other.
yeah, you don't even engage or you don't even say hi. Or like you see someone struggling, like you don't you feel like awkward to go help them out because someone's like, oh, why the fuck you helping her? Like
Yeah, I
bro,
need your
like
help.
you trying to rob her or something, or you know something, or you being a creep, helping out that kid.
Oh yeah, I've had predicaments like that. I've always like kind of like helped little ladies and stuff, or like older old ladies, or just women.
Help my phone,
yeah.
can't get up.
Like no, like the little turtle thing. Yeah, no, God forbid. Anyways, the thing where they like, it's like sometimes I help older women and shit. Like if I'm right there, whether like they're gonna pick up like something high up or like fucking a fat ass case of water and shit, I'll just do it for them and shit. Just real quick. I'll just like. Not ask them, but it's more like, hey, you want me to do it, and just do it, and then just
That's crazy because the older I'm getting, the less I'm trying to start to be like that. Because the younger me would be like, it's something like that. Some lady needs to get something from up there. And like, without even asking, well, let me get that for you. You know.
And then
Nowadays, I'm like, fuck you. I'm just gonna turn my
the
world told him cold.
the other day I was in Old Town Gilbert, and I saw this one lady. She was like struggling to cross across the street, and in my head I'm like, or like just me, my like not even knowing, like my body wanted to go help her. Like I was like, let's go help her out. Yeah. But then I'm like, everybody was looking around, like looking at her, like kind of like, not like giving her shit, but like I felt
kind of waiting on her.
Yeah, like people were like getting mad at her for not like walking like faster and all that. I'm like, let me go help her out. But then I stopped halfway. I'm like what if I go help her and then like they think I'm trying to like do something, like no, so I stopped myself from it. Yeah. And it sucked though, because years ago, like when I was, like you said, younger, I would have just like fuck it, let's just go help. But I feel like now I'm more like self-aware and more conscious about doing things, because then it could cause a problem or something like that.
No,
that's something like society.
Yeah, because I've had that issue too, where it kind of caused a problem. Not caused a problem, but I feel like it almost did. I remember it was like a while back where it was like I was confused on the girl I was seeing at the time, her size or some shit. I remember it was at Walmart. I was getting her pajamas, little Christmas type bullshit. This was like several years ago. I remember thinking like there's this older woman there. She was like older woman in like 30s, 40s and shit. She was about the same slim, like as the ex I was seeing and shit. Whatever. Basically, I asked her like, hey, I don't mean to bother you and stuff, but like, what size you use in pajamas, like comfortability, because I don't know what size like to get my girlfriend at the time, like they're the same height. And she was like, oh yeah, thank you, like flattered and shit. And then she told me the size or whatever. And I think she was more flattered because I said like a young person or some shit, whatever. But like I can immediately tell like her body language. Shut up. No, but what I'm trying to say is like her body language immediately changed because like her husband or whatever was in the proximity, and she got like, oh god, like thankfully
not my husband that beats me.
Yeah, like nah, jokes aside, it kind of gave me that immediately. Like it kind of seemed like, oh, I don't want him to catch me like talking to someone else.
Who's that kid?
Even though it wasn't inappropriate or anything. But that's in the same context where I don't want to approach strangers and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, going off of that, it's gonna change the topic, but kind of go off what you said.
It's all good.
Do your girls get like jealous when you guys like be nice to people or like try to help them out and stuff like that?
Not my current girlfriend, but I've had other exes say that.
I think if it's an attractive girl, then yeah. You know what I mean?
You think so?
Yeah, because if I like some girl came up to me like, hey, do you know where this is at or something like that? Like, who's that bitch?
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about that one time.
Oh, damn, bitch, you just asked me where the cereal.
Yeah, no, I was just asking because the funny thing is, I was talking to my girlfriend like, I'm like, I don't try to flirt with the girls or like trying to like get at them, but I grew up with nothing but girls. Like literally, I'm like the only guy and one guy cousin in my whole family.
Not even your dad. Just kidding.
Yeah, we can say my dad.
That guy's
three people.
Though.
Yeah, he's a different breed. He wasn't meant for this world.
No, for real.
A lot of people think that I'm trying to flirt with them and come up, and then she's my girlfriend. Someone's like, I don't look at you as like that because I know how you are, and you just know how to talk to girls more than you talk to guys. So whenever like I try to help someone out and all that, people look at me like I'm trying to get at them or something like that.
Oh yeah, I've had that before.
Yeah, and I was just thinking about like, have you ever done something where like a girl needed help or something, you wouldn't help them out, and your girl's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Or like not even your girl around and shit. Or just like I feel like they got the impression I was trying to hit on them or something.
Yeah, and then that's my girl. That's my girl told me one time because I told her friend, I'm like, oh, like I was like, you guys looks really really nice. Like I like the color black. And should I just be careful when you say it around her boyfriend and all that because he might think you're trying to hit on her and like that. And in my head, I'm like, I admire her hair. Like it's cool. Like
yeah, see that too.
Like she told me one time, like you lost weight, you look good. Like I didn't look at it. Oh, she's trying to get at me. She wants, just look at it as like, oh, thank you for the compliment.
I think it's just the way one would say it, but completely agree in that scenario and shit. Like
But have you ever had that happen to you where like you'd say that to like compliment a girl, help her girl,
my
and your girl
God.
like fucking went off on you?
Yeah, that, but I maybe remember more often. I've had that a couple times, but I remember this one time where it was like, it was a bad relationship. That's when you know you're in a bad relationship, where I got complimented and in my back of my head, I was like, get away from me. My girl's gonna trip on me,
shit.
and then the day's gonna be ruined. Get away from me. I don't want to get bitched at. Like, I remember
I've
thinking
had that happen,
Oh
too.
my God, so toxic, bro. No one should be in that
And
predicament.
then you look at your girls like, I didn't do anything wrong, babe.
yeah, I didn't do anything. It's
Like,
fucking
get in the room.
I've had more guys compliment me than girls, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, like when I like if I'm with my
I
girl
would
at the store
compliment you
somewhere,
if I saw you.
he'd be like, "Hey, I like your kicks, bro.
Nice
I like your
lips.
hat."
See, that's
He touches me,
exactly
not in front of myself.
I've had that too.
such a sharp, fine line.
Yeah, and then like my girl gives a compliment a lot about her nails and stuff like that. And then I'm just okay. I'm like, that shows you like you do a good job. Like I'm not gonna be like, why the fuck is that guy or that girl looking
That's
at
what
you?
I'm saying, bro.
Like,
Because I compliment other women on their nails and shit. It's not like I'm trying to hit on you. Like those shits are clean. Like I would never get nails, but like
That shit-
that's like the equivalent to a man's fitted. Like that's
Yeah.
clean.
like he's just admiring my nails.
Little dick grabbers,
Them French tips.
French tips.
Okay, sorry guys. What were we saying?
I don't know, man. I lost track.
I don't know. I don't know. I just like I don't know. But you ever get complimented with a dude? Look, I always started loving compliments, and then I got so used to. I would throw compliments all the time because I love showing people love and shit. And I just love clothes and shit. You know what I'm saying? But then I think eventually I started doing that less and less. But then I don't know why. But then I would think it a lot in my head. I'd be like, yo, that's a fresh ass hat or that's a fresh ass jacket. And I wouldn't say it. And I was like, bro, who could not use that compliment, male or female?
yeah.
Yeah, like like I stare a lot at people's tattoos because I like I don't know what it is about me, but like I admire people's tattoos and I also want to see their designs and shit like that. And then my girl's like, stop staring. Like I'm just looking at their tattoos. Like I'm like, it's meant if they get they get tattoos, it's meant for them to get stared at,
yeah.
you know. But I mean, I know what she's coming from because I could be staring at a guy that's all like come out of prison all tatted up.
You know what this
And they-
means?
yeah,
You're not
but you know,
welcome.
in their mindset, they're like, oh, this bro trying to test me or something. You know, and I'm like, bro, I'm just trying to admire your fucking girl's titties and showing your arm, you know?
Yeah,
That's
the
why I was,
tattoos.
yeah, because all the prison guys have it. And I was looking at this one guy who had like this sick ass tats all over his body, and he had like a tank top, and I was just staring. He caught me a couple times looking, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, man, I'm just looking at your tattoos. Like, oh, okay, man. He just went like this, showed me a little bit
You
more.
like that little man?
He's like, I got these in prison.
Little man.
But I mean, like, but I'm saying like, there's times where I like, they'll look at me. I don't know what they think. I'm like, oh, I'm just dogging them out. Or something.
Yo, I've
you
always
know?
hated. Nah, it's kind of getting on top, but I always hated that dogging mentality. I learned it as a kid, but I just remember like when you like fully adapt to it. Someone would give me a dirty look. I was like, fuck. Now I got conflict. Everyone saw that he gave the conflict to me.
think
Now
that
I gotta acknowledge it. That was dumb mindset from like middle school to high
But
school.
was that because there were people doing it around you, or is it because you just learned it? Because I remember my cousins as a young, my cousins, I always looked at them. I looked up to them when I was young, right? And they're the ones that like smoking weed. And so I was like, oh, I want to be like them when they grow up. And I remember this one time they're like, if they ever stare at you, you stare back at them, show them that you're not a fucking pussy.
Yeah.
So at that mindset, I used to always stare at them. Like even though they look at me, I started to dog them out. And I remember I used to start a lot of conflict when I was younger. And I'm like, what's up, man? What you staring? He's like, oh, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? And the older I got, I'm like, bro, like, they're
hell?
probably just like, I do the same thing. I just stare at someone just because I admire what they're wearing or
Like
something.
imagine
you know?
doing that now, bro. Imagine you're at a job, going out of work. You get out of work, you're going to QT, and someone's just giving you a dirty ass look.
Just pop them on.
Pop 'em.
The disrespect I showed you. Like what? Like,
Hey, you find what you were looking for?
bro, I gotta fucking.
You lose something over here?
It's a Wednesday. I gotta go home. I gotta fucking do
Nah.
laundry. Like, what do you mean?
Do you think as you get older, you like stuff like that, like you don't even want to like
Like,
give
I
it
get
energy, something like that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't want to put your energy and time and just waste it. And then things can often escalate. You know what I'm saying? Where it's bigger conflict, you know, police or
then
fucking anything
In
or
this day and
beef.
age, you don't know if they have a gun on you or a weapon or something where they could hurt you.
And then motherfucking Arizona and shit, like 1 in 7 motherfuckers got something.
Yeah, especially road rage and stuff like that. So
yeah, too.
But imagine just on the streets, it could be the same thing where you could start
as
like
hell.
I was watching this one video where it was like a road rage incident. I don't know where it was at, but this one guy they were fighting whatever. The guy in front of the guy sorry, let me start again. So there's 2 cars involved. One of them was in the front that stopped the guy in the back. So the guy in the front gets out and starts like talking shit to the guy in the back. And then instead of, the guy punches him in the face through the door. And then the guy that got punched in the face takes out guns and starts shooting the guy.
Oh shit!
In the middle of the road, and the guy just runs. That guy shot up and just like falls, and you see his girlfriend like crying and all that. And I'm like,
I think I might have seen that.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, like you don't know what they have. Like
Isn't
people
that
nowadays.
justifiable though? You came up to his car.
Yeah, it is, but at the same time, like, bro, like take the couple punches, go outside and like, fight like a man.
Yeah,
There's
that
no
too.
need because now he might get a charge for that for manslaughter.
Because you're sitting in your car, and then Arizona wise, they might just bitch at you, bro. Like it's Arizona's very lenient with carrying guns, but once you actually get into conflict, they're fucking very gray area.
we're the right to bear arms, but the guy didn't have a weapon. All he had his hands.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So I mean, he wasn't in a way where he was actually threatened to die from.
And they can argue, "Oh, you're safe in your vehicle. You could have drove away. You were
Or
protected."
you could have just had the window up.
That's what my understanding is. Like Arizona's very cool with you owning a gun, but once you actually use your gun, it's gray area.
Oh yeah.
That's what I always say when
Like I didn't know you. I don't know if you have to buy like insurance for like
Oh yeah, I have my insurance
for like
for concealed carry.
yeah, for example, like if something
I pay
happens,
$50 a month for that shit.
you damage someone's like property, and then you have to like that covers it or takes
Yeah, so
care
the
of
way
it.
my insurance works,
I didn't know that.
is,
My shit's not insured.
the way my insurance works and shit, because I got it like soon after and shit. I call the cops. They basically brief you on what to say, the minimum, straightforward. Don't say nothing. Just, hey, me, this incident, You immediately call your insurance and you elaborate with them, and your insurance basically acts as your lawyer, and then it goes so forth. And shit, you're supposed to stay on the scene because this is your insurance, so you're defending yourself. There's no other incidents where you use your firearm if you have a concealed carry insurance. You know what I'm saying? You defended yourself or someone else. There's no other incidents. So if you defended yourself, you're quote unquote in the right. So you would stay there and communicate and so forth. So that's how it works and shit. Not pay $50 a month for that shit.
Yeah,
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
I'll pull up the name. I'm sorry. I have to find it.
All right, you want kind of to hear? I gotta go.
Yeah. I also want to wrap it up too because it's already getting late.
I was gonna say something before I go. I saw some guy get hit yesterday on the bike, dude. That shit
No
was
way.
crazy in front of my house.
Like
Fucking-
run over? Or?
Yes.
Will it James?
Yeah, probably all angry. I didn't see the guy get hit. I just saw the guy was already on the floor and the girl was helping him up.
Oh, shit.
So I don't know if it was a hit and run, but I just remember the girl because right when I got there, the girl's like,
It was your sister that ran him over.
she was out texting and driving. Fucking
Hit a little bump. Ooh, who was that?
the lady was like, he was still on the bike, just on the side. So the lady was like moving his legs and stuff and moving the bike. The bike was fucking bent in half.
Oh shit.
And I was driving slow and he looked up and bro, his whole face was just fucking bloody.
Wait, my bad. Is this a bike or a motorcycle?
Bike, like a bicycle.
Oh shit.
Yeah, the bike was destroyed and I looked at the guy and his face was just bloody. Like he got up. Like, you know how like Undertaker does like that little like tombstone when he gets up from the dead, whatever. He did the same thing.
the hell?
And his whole face was just bloody. And my bro was like, you should lay down. Like, I don't think you should be moving like that, dude.
Don't move, man.
Yeah, and then when I came back like 15 minutes later, because I went to get some water down the water dispensary.
Yeah.
When I came back, he was getting put into the ambulance and stuff like that.
Damn.
So Pierre got injured bad. But I don't know, just a little story when I played.
What the hell?
Because I never seen
That's
something
a
like
bad
that,
way to
dude.
end the podcast.
I know. You can crack
Nah,
up, though.
I'll leave it.
I don't know
I'll leave
if we
it.
have a cheerful news or anything. Good things coming.
Good things coming. Brand new year, 2024.
We got new equipment. We're relocating.
We got some people lined up that we could do like a little podcast with.
Yes, some good people that we've been tapped in with. Some good people that tapped in with us that we want to bring them in. You guys had any recommendations? We're all for it. We will bring back the Critique Corner. We have been listening to
Yeah,
y'all.
we got new segments to work on.
Yeah, this sure we're gonna actually be on top of it and get shit out like we need to instead of just slacking like we were last year.
Yeah, last year was just like
It was a learning
trial
curve.
and error.
Yeah, it was a learning curve. From
Trial
all
and
Well, what's that one post? Like 2023 was pre-cum. 2024, I'm coming.
That's
Coming
a
hard
nice way
for
to end it.
Coming hard. But yeah, anyways, thank you for tuning in to the Pumas Sunday podcast. I'm your host, Alejandro Gomez.
This has been your son.
And is Eric Grizzly?
Find us on Spotify, YouTube, and of course, Apple Podcast. Go do like the whole reviews, 5-star,
Like,
comment, subscribe,
review.
hit that bell.
Just hit all the
whatever.
buttons that you see on there.
Hit all the buttons.
Except
you know.
report.
Make sure you follow social medias, Put Me On Something Podcast. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for tuning in. See you next time. We're out, baby.
Peace.
Later.